In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, one God, amen. My beloved in Christ. Finally, God is exposing your daughter. Your daughter is you can't believe. Watch fast, my beloved child. Stay right here and don't even think of skipping this moment. Because what you are about to hear carries the kind of truth that can shake your very soul. Heaven has been silent for too long. But today, finally, God is exposing something hidden. Something tied to your daughter. And you won't believe how deep this revelation goes. Every second you remain here is pulling the curtain back on secrets that were never meant to stay buried. The truth didn't come through whispers. It didn't come through gossip. It came straight from the realm above, carried on the wings of destiny. Your daughter's name has been mentioned. Her steps are being watched, and her choices are now being placed under the light for you to see clearly. What was concealed in shadows is now being unveiled in a way that cannot be denied. This is not ordinary, my child. This is the kind of moment where heaven leans in close to you, showing you the cracks in the surface of what you thought you knew. Watch carefully, because the story you believed about your daughter is only a fragment of what has really been happening. Even the walls in your house could not hide what she has carried within her heart. Even the nights where silence ruled could not cover the truth. And now you are standing at the very edge of discovery. The kind of discovery that leaves no one the same. My beloved child, stay right here and don't let your eyes wander, because the second you blink, you could miss the very detail that changes everything. This message is not ordinary. It has been timed perfectly for you, as if the entire universe paused just so you could be here right now. The moment has arrived when heaven itself pulls back the veil, exposing what was hidden. And if you stay with me until the very end, you will understand why this revelation was delayed until today. You feel it already, don't you? That strange weight in your chest, that quiet trembling in your soul, telling you that something beyond imagination is about to unfold. Your daughter has been at the center of conversations you never heard, meetings you were never invited to, and tonight God has chosen you to see clearly. Stay here, my child, because if you leave halfway, you will only walk with half the truth. And half the truth is more dangerous than a full lie. Listen carefully. Every choice she made, every secret she thought she buried has been recorded. And not by ordinary eyes. It wasn't the neighbors. It wasn't the family. It was heaven itself marking down every detail, waiting for this moment to reveal it to you. Your daughter's story is not what you think. And as you keep listening, you will realize why you were chosen to hear it before anyone else. There is a reason this message found you in the crowd. Among millions of voices, this one landed in your ears, your heart, your spirit. And that reason is because you are strong enough to handle what is coming. Even if at first it feels like too much to bear, stay here. Don't move. Because the deeper we go, the more shocking the truth becomes, and the more you will understand why you could not miss this. She thought no one noticed the small details, the hidden glances, the conversations cut short when you entered the room. But those moments were not accidents. They were signs. You brushed them off before, but today they return like echoes that refuse to be silenced. This is not coincidence, my child. This is exposure, and you are the one meant to see it unfold. Heaven has been patient, too patient, but patience has an end, and the end is now. The truth is no longer hidden behind polite smiles or carefully chosen words. Tonight, what she carries will rise to the surface, whether she is ready or not. And you, yes, you are the one being trusted to hear it first, because your spirit has been crying for clarity, and heaven could no longer delay your answer. Your daughter's path has been twisting and turning, but God has stepped in to straighten what was crooked, to shine light where there was darkness. Every time you wondered why your heart was uneasy, why your spirit refused to rest, it was because this day was approaching. You were sensing what was hidden even when you had no proof. And now the proof comes not through whispers, but through direct revelation. So stay here, lean closer, and hold on, because the next wave of truth is not gentle. It is fierce, it is sharp, and it will open your eyes wider than ever before. By the time we reach the end, you will not only know the truth about your daughter, you will know why heaven waited until now to show you. My beloved child, don't scroll away. Don't pause. Don't look aside. Every word is carrying a weight meant for you. If you walk away halfway, the unanswered questions will haunt you. But if you stay until the final moment, clarity will wash over you like a flood. This is your time. This is your message. And this is the truth that was hidden in plain sight, waiting for this very hour to be revealed. Heaven chose you. Stay with me, my beloved child. Lean in closer, because this moment is not ordinary. It is heaven bending time just for you. Stay right here. Don't scroll. Don't move away. Because what is about to be revealed in these next words carries a fire that will burn away every illusion you once believed. Your spirit is being prepared to hold the truth so heavy that if you look away even for a second, you will miss the very detail that explains why everything around your daughter has felt different. This is not the story people told you. This is not the narrative you were fed to keep you quiet. No, this is the hidden part, the silent part, the part only heaven could see until today. Your daughter has been carrying something within her that even she cannot hide anymore, because the light is rising too strong to allow shadows to cover it. You noticed it before, didn't you? The way her eyes would shift when a certain topic came up. The way silence filled the room where words should have been spoken. Those weren't accidents. Those weren't coincidences. They were warnings. Gentle at first, then sharper, and now so loud that heaven could no longer allow you to ignore them. My beloved child, your heart has been restless because your spirit knew. It knew that something was approaching, that an unveiling was near, that the day would come when God Himself would say, enough hiding. It is time for the truth to be shown. And that day is not tomorrow, it is not someday, it is now. This very moment. As you hear these words, stay with me. Do not let distractions steal this moment from you. For if you remain until the very end, your vision will clear, and you will finally see your daughter for who she truly is. Not through the eyes of rumor, not through the filter of fear, but through the unshakable clarity of truth. Every secret finds its way to the surface. Every mask eventually cracks. And the mask she wore so carefully, the image she protected so fiercely, has begun to break piece by piece. The world may not see it yet, but heaven is handing you the first glimpse. There were conversations that happened behind your back. Words spoken in rooms you never entered. Promises made that you never heard. But let me tell you, my child, none of those words escaped the ears of heaven. Every syllable was recorded, and every action has been prepared for exposure. And now the exposure has begun. That is why you feel chills even now as these words flow through you. That is why your chest feels heavy, as though it already knows what is about to be revealed. Because your soul has been waiting for this confirmation, waiting for the moment when suspicion turns into clarity. Do you see how perfectly timed this is? Had you heard it last year, you would not have been ready. Had you seen it last month, you may not have had the strength. But today, you are stronger, wiser, and more prepared to carry this revelation. Heaven waited for the perfect moment, and that moment is now. Stay here. Don't scroll, because the deeper we go, the sharper the picture becomes. And by the time this message is complete, you will hold in your heart the kind of knowledge that shifts everything. This isn't just about your daughter, it's about your destiny, your protection, and your alignment with truth. My beloved child, this is why heaven chose you. Not because it is easy, but because you are strong enough to carry it. What she thought was hidden in shadows is now being placed in your hands. And you will not be left confused. You will be left empowered. Do you feel it rising? That sense of urgency? That pull that won't let you look away? That is not coincidence. That is heaven pressing on your spirit, urging you to stay locked in, to stay awake, to not move until the final word is spoken. Because in the end, you will realize this wasn't just a message, it was an awakening. Every heartbeat you feel right now is a countdown to the moment the last veil lifts. Don't leave. Don't lose focus. Because in the very last words of this revelation lies the piece that ties it all together. The piece that explains why your daughter's story had to unfold this way and why you were chosen to hear it first. So remain right here. Let nothing pull you away. For the truth is no longer coming. It is here flooding your spirit, sharpening your sight and preparing you for the breakthrough that cannot be stopped. This is not an ending. It is the opening of a door. And once you step through it, you will never again see your daughter, your family, or your destiny the same way. Heaven has spoken. Stay until the very end because the best is still to come. My beloved child, stay exactly where you are because what you are about to hear will not only open your eyes, but anchor your heart to the truth you were destined to carry. This is not the time to scroll away. This is not the moment to look aside, because every word released now has been chosen to reach you with precision. If you stay until the very end, you will see why heaven has been waiting for this perfect moment to speak directly to you. The story unfolding around your daughter is not just about her. It is about you, your strength, your alignment with destiny. For so long, things seemed confusing, blurred, like pieces of a puzzle scattered without reason. But heaven has now started fitting the pieces together. And suddenly, what once looked like chaos is forming a picture you cannot deny. Pay attention, my child. Every action she took, every step that seemed small, has been part of a chain leading here. You may not have understood it then, but heaven was always watching, noting and preparing, and now the time has come for those notes to be read aloud to your spirit. The signs were there. The late nights that made no sense. The sudden silences in conversations. The decisions that seemed out of place. These were not random. They were warnings. They were signals placed in your path so that when this day arrived, you would remember them and recognize the truth with clarity. You must stay right here. For if you step away too soon, you will only hear fragments, and fragments can confuse you. But the full message will free you. Do not let anything distract you. Heaven is speaking now, and distraction is the enemy of revelation. This unveiling is not punishment, it is preparation. It is heaven showing you what you could not see before, so you may walk forward without fear, without uncertainty. You are being given the advantage of sight while others are still stumbling in blindness. Your daughter thought she was walking unseen, that her choices were invisible. But the truth is this: nothing hidden stays hidden forever. The light always finds its way into the cracks. And when it does, the shadows cannot remain. That light has now entered, and it is shining on every corner. And you, my beloved child, are the first to see it. You are the chosen witness. Not because you demanded it, but because you needed it. Heaven knows the weight you have carried, the questions you whispered in silence, the sleepless nights when your mind refused to rest. This message is the answer to all of it. Do not take this lightly. Do not brush it aside. For this is a turning point, and turning points never come twice. Once you step through this moment, you will never go back to how things were. The truth will empower you, protect you, and set you on a path where you cannot be deceived again. Notice how your spirit feels restless even now. That is confirmation. Notice how your body responds as if something inside already knows this is real. That is alignment. You are not imagining it. You are receiving it. Stay here. Stay until the final word, because the closer we move to the end, the clearer the picture becomes. And clarity, my child, is the greatest gift you could be given in this moment. Remember, this is not exposure meant to break. It is exposure meant to build. It is heaven's way of removing the fog so you can walk in strength. It is not destruction. It is revelation. And revelation is always a blessing, disguised as fire. Your daughter's story is shifting and you are standing at the threshold. Do not step back. Do not give in to doubt. Hold steady, because the final truth is waiting just beyond the next breath. My beloved child, do not lose focus now. The very reason you stayed this far is because heaven drew you in. And if heaven drew you in, then heaven will carry you through. Nothing will overwhelm you. Nothing will drown you, because the strength placed in you is greater than the weight placed upon you. So breathe, stay, watch closely. Because the last pieces are falling into place. And when they do, everything hidden will stand revealed in the light of day. You will see clearly. You will understand deeply, and you will never again walk in the dark. This is your moment, your truth, your divine unveiling. Do not look away until it is finished. For when the final word is spoken, your spirit will rise, your heart will rest, and your life will never be the same. My beloved child, pause everything around you and give this moment your full attention. Because what you are about to receive is not just another message. It is the final piece, the closing revelation, the truth that ties every fragment together. Stay here until the very end. Don't scroll. Don't look aside, because one missed line could mean you walk away without the clarity that heaven designed specifically for you. This is the last step of the unveiling, and only those who remain will carry the complete truth in their hearts. You have walked through whispers, through shadows, through half-G glimpses of what was hidden. You have felt the weight of suspicion, the sting of uncertainty, the pull of unanswered questions. And now heaven says, enough. Today everything is laid bare, and you will no longer wander in confusion. The story of your daughter has not been simple. It has been layered, veiled, wrapped in silence. But heaven chose this hour to place in your hands the keys of understanding. Not partial truth, not broken clarity, but the full vision of what has been happening beyond your sight. My beloved child, look at how perfectly this moment has arrived. Not too early, not too late. It comes now because you are strong enough, ready enough, steady enough to hold it. Heaven does not reveal without reason, and the reason for this revelation is that you are ready to see without fear. Do you feel how your spirit is stirring right now? That is the signal. Do you feel how your chest tightens as it knows what's coming? That is confirmation. You are not hearing random words. You are standing under a flood of truth prepared just for you. Your daughter thought she could carry secrets without weight. But secrets grow heavy, and heaven has a way of tipping the scales. What was hidden is no longer hidden. What was silent is now loud. And what was blurred is suddenly sharp. The veil is gone. And you are the chosen one to receive this unveiling. Not the neighbors, not the crowd, not the distant relatives. You, because heaven trusted your heart to carry it with wisdom, to see it with clarity, and to respond with strength. This is why you cannot leave this message. This is why your spirit won't let you scroll away. Because to leave midway would be to walk away with half light, half sight, half power. And heaven does not want you half strong. It wants you whole. Stay here, my child, because what comes next is not ordinary. It is the kind of truth that makes sense of every sleepless night, every restless thought, every subtle sign you noticed but could not explain. It all comes together now piece by piece until the picture is undeniable. Think of the moments when you felt uneasy around her, when her words didn't quite match her eyes, when her silence spoke louder than her speech. Those were not your imagination. Those were your spirit sensing the truth ahead of its time. And now heaven confirms what your spirit already knew. But listen carefully. This revelation is not sent to break you, It is not sent to divide. It is sent to prepare, to strengthen, to bring you into alignment with what is real. For only in reality can you rise into destiny. Illusion can never carry you forward, but truth will always set the ground beneath your feet. So breathe deeply, stay focused, hold steady until the final line. Because with every word you remain, the veil lifts higher, the fog clears further, and the light grows stronger. By the end, you will see with eyes so clear that nothing will ever confuse you again. Your daughter's story is not the same story others tried to tell you. It is not the tale shaped by whispers or lies. It is a divine narrative, one that heaven itself has scripted, and you are being allowed to read the hidden chapter now. Do you realize how rare this is? Many walk in blindness their whole lives, never seeing the truth about those closest to them. But you, my beloved child, have been chosen for sight. That is not by accident. It is by design. Stay here. Don't move. The final truth is pressing against the door of your spirit, waiting to burst open. And when it does, you will feel the shift in your soul, the release in your heart, the peace that only comes when clarity has finally replaced confusion. This is your last call, your final unveiling, your complete revelation. Heaven has said all it needs to say, and now it leaves you with sight, with strength, with certainty. You will never again doubt what you sense. Never again question what your heart reveals, because you have seen the proof for yourself. My beloved child, you have reached the end of the unveiling. You have carried the weight of questions, and now you carry the gift of answers. Walk forward in strength, for the truth is no longer hidden. It is yours. My beloved child, lean in and hold your focus, because this moment is unlike anything you've experienced before. What began as whispers has now turned into a wave of truth that refuses to be silenced. This is not the time to scroll away, not the time to get distracted, because the sixth unveiling carries a depth that only the chosen can handle. And you are one of them. You've come this far, step by step, part by part, never letting go. And heaven is rewarding your patience. This chapter is not just continuation, it is elevation. It lifts you above the confusion, above the doubt, and places you in the position of clarity you were always meant to stand in. Every breath you take as you hear these words is aligning you with the final shape of this revelation. Your daughter's journey has been a series of closed doors and hidden paths, and until now, you only saw the surface. But heaven is never satisfied with surface level sight. No, heaven demands full exposure, full unveiling, full light. And that's what is happening now as we move deeper. Stay right here, because the story is not finished yet. The previous chapters prepared you, but this one seals the understanding. If you walk away before the end, you will feel the gap, the unfinished edge, the lack of closure. But if you stay, you will walk away whole, armed and unshakable. Do you notice how every sign you ignored before is now coming back to memory? The sudden silence when you entered a room, the tension in the air when her name was spoken, the way she avoided certain questions. None of it was random. They were all puzzle pieces. And heaven is handing you the box cover now so you can see the full picture. The beauty of truth is that once it begins, it cannot be stopped. It pours, it floods, it drowns every lie until only what's real remains. And that's what is happening right here, my beloved child. You are witnessing the flood. This is why you were restless. This is why sleep didn't come easy. Your spirit was sensing the weight of what was about to be delivered. You weren't wrong to feel uneasy. You weren't wrong to question. You were simply ahead of the unveiling. But now you are caught up. Now the timeline matches your spirit's anticipation. Now the revelation is not future. It is present, and you are standing in it. Stay with me, because the deeper we go, the more undeniable this becomes. Heaven is not only showing you your daughter's truth, it is also showing you your own strength. The two are connected. For every shadow revealed in her life, a greater light is revealed in yours. This message is not punishment, it is alignment. It is heaven's way of ensuring you no longer walk blind. For too long you carried questions in silence, but silence is no longer your portion. Sound, clarity, truth, that is your portion. Now your daughter's choices may have seemed like detours, but they are still part of a divine plan. Even the hidden parts, even the concealed actions are being worked into something greater than you could imagine. That is why heaven needed you to see it. Not to fear it, not to break under it, but to understand the bigger picture. My beloved child, the strength in you is greater than the revelation before you. Do not doubt it. You were prepared for this moment, sculpted by fire, shaped by patience, stretched by waiting. And now you are ready to receive what others could not. This is why you cannot scroll. This is why you cannot leave. The last words of this chapter hold the seal of closure, the ribbon that ties the message together. And if you remain until that final line, your spirit will rest in a way it hasn't in years. Do you feel the shift already? The heaviness lifting, the confusion untangling? That's not imagination. That's alignment. That's the reward for staying until the end. The truth about your daughter is now fully exposed. No more shadows. No more guessing. No more wondering. Heaven has spoken, and what has been revealed cannot be covered again. But more importantly, the truth about you has been revealed as well. You are chosen, you are strong, and you are ready. This unveiling was never only about her. It was about you stepping into clarity, into wisdom, into power,